Yo, what up? What's happening? We are here tonight in New York City. Going to be a fun matchup as always. Don't go anywhere. The games keep rocking and rolling. We are here on Twitch. We got a lot of things happening inside and outside of the league, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling soon. But it's going to be the one-loss Charlotte Royals taking on the New York Mafia. It's going to be a snowy day, or snowy evening, I should say. The Mafia going to try to get that momentum away from Charlotte, who is already prepping towards the playoffs. Charlotte, they're already got their name stamped in the #1 seed. So the playoffs, at least on the Eastern side, will have to go through Charlotte. New York, they had the ability to make the playoffs, but the team that they needed to lose actually won. So that eliminated them. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing started, man. I'm not going to wait too much longer. We already know what's happening outside of the league, and I'll keep you updated as things go along. But let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. I'm hit that play a game button, and we're going to get this thing rolling here. Best of luck to both of these teams, and we are underway. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and close out a few things here. But like I said, it is going to be a snowy day here. Let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Best of luck to both of these teams here. Going to be New York starting out with the football. And it's going to be a pass here from Aaron Knight, looking for a man right side, and going to be almost picked off there by number 27. That is going to be Adam Lester, and it's going to make it 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's go ahead and get into it. New York coming into 2nd down. Gonna pass this one, middle of the field and wide open. Losing his feet a little bit is Kareem Washington. That'll take him to the 35-yard line. The second pass is all day. That's gonna make it 3rd and inches coming up. Mafia upset will feed families. That is what they're saying. Gonna look left side, going to be caught. And that's a very familiar face here. The New York fan base love number 4. That's gonna be Calvin Nakua getting his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be a big one. The drive continues here for the Mafia. The snow isn't slowing them down quite yet. We'll see how that turns out for them. Mr. Tom Riddell, what's happening, big homie? Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to go right side and caught. There goes Washington, shedding off the tackle, rolling over another defender. And the Charlotte defense currently getting beat right now here in this snow. 42-yard line is where they stand inside of Charlotte territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Shedding off a tackle there from Kenny Bombard, as New York continues the drive here. Making the handoff, looking for a man, gets hit as he throws it there, and he's going to have to throw that one out of bounds. Because it got this on in the draft. Good stuff right there. New York is rocking with the black uniforms today. New York trying to get something cooking here. So far, so good on this drive. Had a little bit of a stumble on that last play. Gonna look to take off, steps up, getting chased down, throws it to the left side, going to be caught, but did he get both feet in bounds? They said he did. Calvin Nakua makes the play. And that's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 20. An immaculate play there by Aaron Knight. Getting both feet in bounds is Mr. Nakua. I think he barely got him in. I'll give him W on that one. Calvin Nakua making his mark here in this ball game. Looking for a pass again. Throws a short and almost picked off. There by the linebacker. I believe that is JC Judon coming through on that side. Going to set up 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 coming up. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man, goes right side, gonna be caught by Washington and runs into a couple of Royal players right there. Lakota Sentawakua and Adam Lester right there to make the stop. And here comes 3rd down coming up here for New York. They had a great job moving the ball down the field. Now they got to finish the job. New York is so much better since the start of the season. That happened last season. What's going on, Mr. Kyle Wu? How you living? As we'll see a fake of the handoff, protection solid. They're gonna look towards the end zone and overthrows the cross, and man, he was wide open. You got to make sure you hit those, especially playing against a team like Charlotte. And it looks like New York's gonna have to settle for the field goal. No bid tonight. Kick is up. Kick is good. And New York will cash out the first points of the day. Charlotte coming back onto the field, I should say. And Aaron Knight said they needed a TD. That's exactly what I said. Charlotte is not a team that you want to pick up field goals on. You want to make sure you get touchdowns and plenty of them. But regardless of that, they did what they were supposed to do. They got points on the board. And Charlotte's going to have to match that or potentially get a touchdown to take the lead. Snowy New York. So if New York win, we have 3-way tie for 3rd. Pittsburgh, New York, and Tampa. That is definitely true. And we still have to see the big home is in New Jersey play tomorrow. So we'll see how it works out for it as we see Montezuma Popoko take that to around the 24. Charlotte onto the field for the first time. Let's see what they can do. Team that worries me the most is New York. They definitely have an offense that you gotta make sure you have people on. You gotta make sure that you show some love as they're gonna throw left side. It's gonna be caught there by Popoko. His first catch of the day is good for 11. And it's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. What's going on? Got the snow up in here. Snowy in New York. Don't forget that the later portions of the season, they simulate the real life NFL season. So like this is around the December, January type areas. You know what I'm saying? So the snow's definitely coming down in some of those areas. We'll see a handoff pushing forward and gonna get speared. And Boucher is gonna pick up at least 4 on the play. Gonna make it 2nd and 6. Thank God our playoff game is home. At home is a dome. Look, scaredy cat. 2nd and 6. And this is definitely a precursor because New Jersey is going to be playing in the snow as well tomorrow. So going to be a pass right side, and they're going to go ahead and decline that, I believe. Give Vic Dotson that catch, and he's 9 away from making the what's the word I'm looking for, the 100 catches on the season. So he's doing very well this year. Is going to hand it off to Doc Boone, and he's getting dragged down after a loss of 1. And his first carry isn't going anywhere but backwards. Can someone give a brother one more follow on the channel? We are at 299 followers here. We can get 300, man. Gonna be passing this one again. Is Hank Falco turning up a little bit, and there's a lot of pressure, and that's gonna be a sack. And there goes Rye Hoglaw, the defensive tackle, making the play. Gonna make it 3rd and 18 coming up. Getting in the backfield, and the pressure was coming on all sides here. Shotgun set here for Hank Falco. Gonna look for it, man. Gonna throw it short to Vic, and he will make the catch and goes nowhere with it. And the New York defense stands tall after a gain of 3. New York's getting this football back. Let's see if they can expand on this and make the play. See if they can expand on the lead. All came from that sack there. Gonna look to send this one away. Looking for the pin. Gonna find the pin is Jake Parkey, and that's inside the 10. Can't ask for any better than that. And New York's gonna have to start with a long field ahead of them. Gonna look to pass it here. Steps up, takes off to run, throws off the back foot. He is gonna get away and throw it to Juice Parrish. Barely got that one off there. And that will at least give him some breathing room. But it looked like he was about to walk right into a sack, right? But got off just in time. That's gonna make it a gain of 6. Second and 4 coming up. Gonna pass it here, looking for a man, and throws this one away. And that's gonna be 3rd down and short inside their own 20. Charlotte's looking for this type of situation here. Try to give their offense the best chance to score. Field position is a battle. And if you can win that battle 9 times out of 10, as long as you play your good offense and you score off of your opportunities, you can win most games. Shotgun set here. Going to be quick pitching it right side and going to be incomplete and almost picked off the tip. And the Charlotte defense is going to make the play. Going to make it 4th and 4 coming up. Sending this one away here. Going to be returned by Montezuma. Got some blocks up front, juking up past midfield, and he's going to be stopped right around the area where they stopped their last drive. So here comes Charlotte back onto the field. First quarter winding down, looking to get their first points. Almost got a man off sides, but they're going to stretch it out to Doc Boone, who's going to cut up, and he jukes right into a defender, but he will pick up some yards. Can't be mad at that. Going to pick up 4. Second and 6 coming up. Jumbo set. They're going to send Parker Howell, the middle linebacker, in motion on this play. And they are going to hand it off again, and he's going to pick up maybe 2. Going to set up a 3rd and 4 situation, make that 3rd and 3. There for the Charlotte offense. They closed off downtown Detroit. No more people can to the draft. Can go to the draft is what you're saying? Jumbo set again. Gonna look for the first down. Gonna go ahead and fake the handoff. Hank Falco gonna take off to run, and he's gonna run out of room again. There's gonna be another sack, and there goes Rye Hoglaw picking up 2 in the same quarter. What's going on, John Smith? Could not find anyone open. And Hank Falco's gonna get sacked here. It's gonna be 4th down. And we're going to have to see yet another punt here by Parkey. His offense is kind of chilly here. Looking for a pin again. And this time it's not as favorable. That's going into the end zone for the touchback. And now New York starts at the 20. Let's see how they work it. Taking a handoff here. Looking for a man. Gonna go middle of the field and almost throws a pick. And there goes Jamal Adams Jr. trying to give his offense some momentum here. But not to be. Gonna be 2nd down and 10. Delayed handoff and looking to turn up and stopped immediately there by Jamal Adams Jr. right there on the spot. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Both offenses having troubles moving the football, except for New York on that one drive that got them the first points of the game. But still plenty of time here. 1.5 minutes left in the first. 3rd and 6 coming up. Going to pass it again, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, and that's Gabby Ice coming through in the snow. And that's going to be another stop here from Charlotte. We got ourselves a little bit of a defensive struggle here. Well, not necessarily struggle, defensive battle here on the snow here in New York, the Big Apple, New York. They're trying to get back into the playoffs, but they'll have to wait until next season. Defense is definitely king, most definitely. Gonna look for a return, gonna push forward, and he's gonna get past the 30. Charlotte back onto the field on offense for what I believe is the 3rd time. And they're looking to get something cooking here. Gonna look for a man. They're gonna throw a short to Vic, who's gonna make the catch and reaching out for the first. He might be a little short, but another big gain there by Vic. Catch number 3, 7 more away from 100 on the season. So trying to turn up here. Already over 1,100 receiving yards. Vic's like this. Oh, Vic loves the snow. Gonna be a handoff, and there goes Doc Boone, who's gonna cut up and get close to midfield, and he's gonna pick up a nice gain right there. Now Preston hates the snow, but Vic loves it. But regardless of that, it's 1st and 10 coming up. First quarter winding down. Could see one more play here, and then we could go ahead and close the first quarter. Going to send the man in motion. Going to go ahead and get the hike going. Going to go short, and there goes Doc using his blockers, and he's going to rumble for about 3. And that is how the first quarter will end. Let's go ahead and throw your 2s up. Let's get into it. Show some love to the channels and the Discord, all the good stuff. Gonna look for a man, turning up, and he does get the ball off right as number 91 Danny Ringer was coming through with the big play. But not to be, it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to pass this one right side and going to be incomplete. Punched out of the hands of MJW. Couldn't quite hang on through contact, and it's going to be 4th down again. Charlotte's offense struggling right now, and New York still holds on to the lead. Will still pump through with the punt, as Charlotte's great punter slash kicker Jacob Parkey is looking for another pin. Going to send this one to the right side, but is it enough to the right side? It is going to bounce, but it bounces the wrong way. That goes into the end zone, and here comes New York again. New York's defense is keeping them in the ball game here, but we've seen enough times from Charlotte. Just because they only have a short amount of points, that doesn't mean they can't get the victory, as they're going to rush the football with Rashad Watson, and it's going to be a gain of 6. For New York's own good, they need to score. They need to put more pressure on Charlotte. Almost got a man offside. The Charlotte sends 3. Going to throw this right side. Is going to be caught rolling forward, and he might be a little short of the first down. Just hit 3rd and inches. That's John Aldrezi there, running through his coach and stuff like that. I don't know how he did it. That was some Jedi mind tricks right there. But it's 3rd and inches coming up. Down at the 30-yard line. They're going to send Calvin Nakua in motion closer to the line of scrimmage, looking for a man. Going to throw it left side. And a wide open man. There goes Angelo Roman, the tight end, making the play. And that was a great route concept right there. Left Roman wide open on that. And that's enough to get the first. Did that bounce? What bounce? First and 10 coming up. Aaron Knight looking to move the ball down the field, looking for a man, throws a short again. It's going to be caught once again by Roman, who's going to reach over, and he's going to pick up his 2nd straight first down play on his 2nd straight catch. New York's moving towards midfield, and now they're starting to cook a little bit. I thought it bounced off the turf. Replay showed me it did not. Okay. Single back set here for New York, trying to drive a little bit. Almost got a man offsides, but they'll send Kareem Washington in motion, looking for a man. Charlotte sends 5, and they left the man open. It's going to be a first, or almost a first down play, I should say. There goes Washington picking up 9.5. Going to be a rollout here by Ike. Going to launch this left side wide open again. And there goes Washington, getting them inside the 25. Settling his feet. Find open man. Throw the ball. Easy buckets. New York is on the move. 5 catches on the day here for Kareem Washington for 61 yards. And looking real nice on this drive. Going to pass it again, looking to throw this one away. And there goes 2nd and 10 coming. Shotgun set, or should I say an empty set. Here for the big homies in New York, trying to pump fake it is Ike. And the protection is solid, but the protection is breaking down. They're going to launch it right side. And did he get both feet in bounds? Yes, he did. Kareem Washington, call him the dream. And New York is going to go ahead and get the score. They're going to review it. I think he got both feet in. Yes, he did. Kareem Washington with the blessed game here tonight. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. Aaron Knight throwing them dots up. You know what I'm saying? New York is on top, 2 scores. Charlotte has a chance to respond, but right now, their offense needs to find their way to move the ball consistently. Like I was saying before, New York is right on the cusp of being a perennial playoff type of team. If they were doing this in the beginning of the season, honestly, they could have matched up for potentially the number 2 seed. And they've been playing like this for probably the last 3, 4, 5 weeks or so. Like, if they were playing like this, like in the beginning, who knows where they could have been. It's definitely encouraging to see, but the only thing is they did the exact same thing last season. You know, they got off to a rocky start, and then they started to pick it off at the end when it was getting close to elimination time. So you need to find a way to do it throughout the course of a season. Give yourself the best chance to make the playoffs. But regardless of that, Charlotte is here on the field, and they're going to go ahead and hand it off to Doc Boone, who's going to rush forward for about 5. Make that 3, actually. I thought he got a little bit more. 2nd and 7 here. Gonna go ahead and pass it, looking right side. Going to be caught by Montezuma. What a acrobatic catch there. Is going to make it 3rd and inches, but wow, what a catch there from the #1 overall draft pick. Getting it done here. Going to make it 3rd down. People still wondering who Mr. Weeks is going to go to in the ECFL, but it's going to be a 1st down regardless there by ECFL legend Doc Boone. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Maybe that's something that they need to start working on, getting Doc Boone a little bit more involved in his ball game. Work on the quicker passes. Try to catch this defense off guard. Right now, New York has been on point every single time on defense, as they will keep it on the ground, and this time New York is going to be there to stop them. And he's going to be losing a yard there. Once again, Buster Mack in the backfield. And at the same time, Charlotte hasn't really been in too many favorable 3rd down situations. They've been in 3rd and 4 and less on most of the games, so not a lot of time where they can continue with the run game. They're going to go with the fake and going to run straight into go Shea. And this is turning out bad. It's going to be another 3rd and long situation. And Vic Dotson held him as much as he could. But as soon as he went out of his range, it was game over. Not the greatest of blockers. That's one of his faults there. He's kind of a liability there in the block game, as they're going to try to carry, and he's going to drag him in as far as he can, is Doc Boone. But that is going to be yet another 3rd down stop here from New York. New York is playing their best football here. Sending this one away. Looking for a bounce. Going to find a bounce, and it rolls all the way to the 2. And that is where New York will stand. This is exactly what Charlotte needs. More spots like this where they can potentially flip it. And they're going to go ahead and fake it. And is going to run it as Aaron Knight. He's going to take it himself. A juke move and going to get past the 15. Taking it on himself. 17-yard gain there from Aaron Knight. Aaron. That's what I'm calling him now. Aaron. Making it happen. A juke move. But he couldn't quite juke anybody out of the shoes, just to get away from the defender a little bit more. And that's going to take them away from their own end zone. We'll see what they do here. Single back formation. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second. No signs of life here for Charlotte at the current moment. It's going to be almost picked off, though. And I think that's exactly what Charlotte was looking for. Maybe they need a defensive stop. Well, a defensive turnover, I should say. Going to be passing it again. Protections breaking down, but the pass is still on the mark, and he couldn't hang on through contact. Was John Aldrezi. Would have been a 1st down, not to be. Going to make it 3rd and 10 coming up. Going to be sending this one away. Protections breaking down, and there goes the sack brigade on the other side. There goes Shabazz Holmes Harris making the play. And the Charlotte defense still keeping their team in the ball game here. A great job there. That's going to back them up. Now they're going to need to rely on Party to try to flip the field. Sending this one away. It's going to be returned by Popoko. What a punt there by the big homie Party, but looks like Montezuma will still get him past the 40 to start out. Still great field position nonetheless. Charlotte needs to do something here before the half. That's just my personal opinion, as they're going to send Parker Howe in motion. And they are going to hand it off. And the defense, once again, right there to stop Doc Boone. Averaging 3 yards a carry here tonight. And they are rushing him. He's got 9 carries up to this point. It's not like they haven't tried the run game, but it's kind of hard to keep on using the run game if it hasn't been very productive. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second. I formation coming, and they're going to fake the handoff here. Good blocking initially. Going to go right side, and they left the man open, and there goes MJW. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered here for Charlotte. That's going to make it 2 minutes, 9 seconds, and they're right at the 31-yard line. Definitely a great job avoiding the sack, getting into a space. And here comes the Royals coming through in the clutch. Now they just need to finish out, as we'll take that to the 2-minute warning. Looks like the Chicago Bears are on the clock as of right now. If you all are still watching here with me, I appreciate you for your time. I'll keep up as much as I can. As we're going to see 1st and 10, get a man off sides, looking for a man, going to throw it to Vic, who's going to make the catch, but I'm sure they're just going to take the penalty and move it up to the 26-yard line. Yes, they will. Going to be looking for a pass. Going to take off to run, and he's going to use his legs and slide down inside the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Gotta assume the #1 pick is going to Caleb Williams, right? Gotta assume that. Did the Bears have another 1st rounder? I don't think they do. No, they do not. Going to be looking, handoff, and there's a blitz coming on the other side. There goes Tommy Guns, taking them out of their good, or of their really good field goal range, and they're still in it, but definitely had them caught with that safety blitz. Second and 19 coming up, looking for a man. Taking off to run is Falco, and he's going to throw it away. Had the big linebacker Dexter Jackson watching over him. Oh, they have 1 and 9. Okay, I didn't see him. I was kind of scrolling through. So yes, they have 2 first-round picks in the top 10. Can't be mad at that. And they're going to go ahead and back it up a little bit more thanks to the false start. Charlotte needs to get past the 9-yard line to keep the drive alive. 46 seconds left. They're going to throw a short to Vic, who's going to make the catch. But he's just going to get him inside the 30, get him another stat line addition. And Charlotte is in range to get their first points of the game. 4th catch on the day there for Vic, almost halfway home to potentially getting that 100 catches on the season. But I don't know if it's the jerseys here for New York, but they've been on point. And we'll see Jake Parkey here to try to give Charlotte their first points of the game. Kick is going to be up. It looks pretty good, and it is pretty good. So Charlotte will cash in, and they'll make it happen here. 10-3 is your score. The final 37 seconds left here in the first half. And I'm seeing Al Wu said Harrison is not making it past the Cardinals. I can definitely see that. I could definitely see him going 5 if it does go past it, give Herbert some more weapons and stuff. Kind of hard to pass on that talent. We'll see if Jacksonville trades up. Hopefully they do. Well, Jacksonville is 17. New York is at 6. Tennessee at 7. Atlanta at 8. And then it's back to Chicago. Yep, unless the Cardinals trade out. Yeah, that's definitely true. Charlotte back onto the field for the kickoff, and is going to be returned there by Aldrezi, looking for a lane, not going to find one. He'll get it to the 26, and that's really about it. And they'll have 33 seconds and 2 timeouts to see if they could do something here. Definitely enough time to at least try to flip a field goal if possible. Looking for a man again. Steps back, going to throw this right side, and going to be caught. And there goes Aldrezi, bringing the feed inbounds, getting to the 37-yard line. Stops the clock as well. Smart play there by Aaron Knight. Bullet pass there to the right side. Couldn't have done it any better. Looking for a pass right side, almost throws a pick, and Kenny Bombard could not hang on. Too many opportunities here. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man, throws a short. Got some blockers up front as Watson turning up past midfield, and that's exactly what they're looking for. They'll call the timeout. Here is New York. And the big play there by Watson sets up a potential chance for a Hail Mary or maybe even a field goal if they could get a good play on this one coming up. Can't be mad at that. Still waiting for the pick there for Chicago, as we see the I formation, and they will try the ground just to see if they can get something cooking, and they do get to the 43. Now, Party has a leg, so maybe this is what they're banking on here, right? So a kick from here will be 60 yards, and he knocked through a 60-plus yarder last week, so maybe he's filling it in the snow. I'm going to the draft tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, that's dope. Make sure you take plenty of pictures. And they will set up for the field goal here. Party with the 99 kick power, but will the accuracy hold up? That's the question. Kick is going to be up. It looks like it's curving to the left a little bit, and it does. He's going to doink it, and that'll put Charlotte right at midfield. And now Charlotte will have a chance for a Hail Mary. Going to send everybody deep. Going to go ahead and launch this to the end zone. Going to be incomplete. I thought he caught it for a second. That would have been crazy. But that is how the first half is going to close up. Crazy. And we'll go ahead and flip to it. Charlotte's going to get the ball right back. And it's going to be kneeled down there by Montezuma. Now they have a chance to tie it up. Let's see what they do. Gonna pass it, looking for a man. Protection solid. He's gonna take off to run. They're gonna go ahead and throw it short. There goes Vic making the catch. That'll be catch number 5 on the day. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to be passing it here, looking middle of the field and caught. There goes Montezuma getting outside of the 30. Going to make it 3rd and 2 coming up. Going to be passing it here is Falco, taking off to run, throws the right side, not to be. The defensive New York stands tall again. It's going to be 4th and 2 coming up. Chance of them going forward are slim at this juncture. New York's going to start their offense here. Was going out, but plans change. I'm attending a fashion show. I need to go into autism awareness. Most definitely. You're telling me about it. It's going to be shotgun set here for New York, and they will hand it off on the stretch, and the defense of Charlotte is going to make the stop. Second and 10, high snap, handoff, pushing forward, runs through one man and fumbles. Is picked up by Charlotte, but I believe he hit the ground first. So I think that's going to be turned away. Barely got away with it, is what Charlotte is saying, and they'll go ahead and overturn that. They'll set up 3rd and 6 coming up here. Going to be passing it here. Goes right side and going to be incomplete. As number 17, Kareem Washington, already has a touchdown on the day, but he couldn't quite hang on to that to keep the drive alive. That's going to set up 4th down coming up. Sending this one away. Going to be returned once again by Montezuma, who's going to get past the 20. And not much else. Here comes the Royals offense once again. Need to get something cooking. Looking for a man, going to throw it short to Vic, who's going to pick up the 1st down or get close to it. And they said that he did pick it up. It's going to be 1st and 10. So 10 minutes on the clock here for Chicago on the drafting. They have Eminem up there. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Boo Goodell is going to see a pass, and he's going backwards. Going to add on to the stats, but actually no, it's going to be a gain of nothing. But 7 catches, 41 yards there from Vic Dotson. Second and 10 coming up. Going to be passing it, looking for a man. Taking off to run. Going to dodge this deep right side and going to be incomplete. Great coverage by the former Royal. That's going to be 3rd and 10. Third and 10, and that's going to be a false start. Charles going to have to back it up again. This has happened the 2nd time. Coming through with the big penalty. Right on 3rd down, looking for a man. They're going to go ahead and throw it to the middle linebacker, who's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But that is not enough to make it happen. He does make the catch. Good job there, but not to be. Another punt here by Charlotte. Going to be returned here, looking for a lane, and there goes Giovanni Valentine making the stop before he could get past the 30. New York back onto the field. Passing it here, looking for a man. There's some people slipping, and he's going to have to throw this one away. Charlotte's defense is keeping them in the game, but the offense needs to reciprocate it. 2nd and 10 coming up here for New York. whose offenses got kind of stagnant as well, but we'll see this carry, and he's going to get past a few men, and he's still running. There goes Watson. One more man to beat. He's still got to get past Keegan Terry, getting him down and rolling into the end zone. What? Rashawn Watson says, watch for me. We need to get a W in New York. What a play there by Watson. Wow. Kick is up and good there by Party. Aaron Eckler's like, Boone who? Watson. Sheesh. And now Charlotte is down 2 scores again, but this time it's 14 points as opposed to 10. So Charlotte still has plenty of time to get back into it, but they've definitely expected a lot more than 3 points at this point of the game. Charlotte, their offense needs to step it up. They've had glimpses of greatness for maybe 1 or 2 plays in a drive, and then it goes haywire. Why is Chicago taking so long to draft who we already know that they're going to draft? As we're going to see the kneel down there by Montezuma, Charlotte's offense needs to get something cooking here. As they set up in the huge jumbo set in the shotgun, they're going to pass out of it, looking for a man. They're going to throw it short and almost throws a pick to Rye Hallglaw, who has 2 sacks on the game. Going to make a 2nd and 10 coming. Going to pass it, looking for a man. Going to throw this right side and going to be caught by Montezuma. Another jump catch on the game here by Montezuma Popoko. Going to be 3rd and 2 coming. 4 for 32 on the day. Charlotte's getting punched in the face right now. Third and 2 coming up. Going to pass it again, looking right side. It's going to be caught by Vic, but he had to come to the football to make it happen. That's more than likely. Oh, they said he got it. I would have probably taken that away, me personally, because he had to come to the ball, but they said by the time he caught it, that was right at the mark. Charlie got gifted one right there, my personal opinion. Me personally, I think it's 4th and inches on that play, but hey. Charlotte says they got to keep the drive alive here, looking for a man, taking off to run, chased down by Gaucher, and he's going to get a number 2 for number 2. Gaucher bringing them down, a loss of 12, and this is happening all game long. Whenever Charlotte gets some positive momentum, the defense of New York bucks and pushes them backwards, either that or by penalty. It's going to be 2nd and 22. This is about the 3rd time this game they've been in a situation past 3rd or 2nd and 15, as they're going to go ahead and throw this left side and no one home again. Caleb Williams has been drafted. About time. Lock up the number 1 seed. Team goes to sleep. Charlotte going to come in with the pass here. Going to go ahead and launch this left side and overthrows Popoko. 15 for 24. Fourth and 22 coming up. And the defense of New Jersey is playing immaculate. Maybe Toronto's lucky. It's going to be a spin move, another spin move. I thought he was going to try to do it again. Damian Chambers, what's happening? Have a little mini watch party in the draft party as we're going to see a throwaway. Got a USFA party and draft party up in here. Will we see a team in the USFA take over the Bears? Who knows? Gonna pass it, looking for a man again. Gonna launch his left side. Gonna be caught, rolling down, and it's gonna be a third and long situation here. I'm watching the draft as well. Yep, most definitely. Third and 8 coming up. Shotgun set. Passing again, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, getting chased down. Throws the left side and caught. There's a flag on the play, and I think it's on Charlotte. Going to take it past the 35, and I think it was roughing the passer. Got a little too crazy right there. Declined the penalty. Actually add on to it. Take him inside the 20. This is potential upset of epic proportions. If they keep this going, they're going to throw it right side and caught. There goes Juice Parrish, who's reaching for the first, and he's going to be short. But everything self-destructing here for Charlotte. Held to 3 points here in the third quarter. I did expect this to be a good game, but I didn't think New York was going to be popping off like this. New York has been balling since snap number 1. And they're looking to turn up here. 17-3 is your score. 3 minutes left in the third. They're going to hand it off, and there goes Mr. Watson trying to get his second touchdown, and he's going to get stuck at the 2. So a gain of 8 on the play, and he's one more good carry away from hitting 100 yards rushing. First and goal coming up, and they're going to try to pass it, give Baranek another touchdown. Throws it, and this should have been a pick 6. And Lakota Sentawakua dropped the ball. Another storyline of the game. Charlotte's had opportunities to take the momentum away from New York, but just like what happens here, the chances hit the turf. Shotgun set. The middle of the field is open in regards to the line, but they're going to go ahead and launch it left side, and it's going to be caught. And there goes Juice Parrish. And that's a 3-score game here in the later portion of the third. Kick is up, kick is good, and who expected this? When we started the stream, I sure as heck didn't. But like I always say, whatever happens on the field happens on the field. If this is what is going to happen in regards to the result of the game, you got to give New York its props. Not getting to the playoffs this year, still fighting hard, still hungry. Things that they could take into the off season, and then they're hoping that the third time is the charm in regards to their next season and the 2 seasons before that combined, where it all comes together and they're able to put performances like this on a consistent basis. Charlotte on the other side, they already know exactly where they're going in regards to the playoffs this season, and they obviously cannot take this into the playoffs, or they could find themselves watching the United Bowl from the sidelines, whether it's going to be the team that's winning the 3rd seed or the team that's currently in the 2nd seed, which is Toronto. They're looking at this and they're chomping at the bit, they're foaming at the mouth. It was like, yes, please bring this Charlotte Royals team to the playoffs. And we'll see how far you get, as we're going to see a carry there by Doc Boone, who's going to get chopped down after a short gain. Definitely not an encouraging sight to see. If you're a Charlotte fan, if you are a Charlotte player, maybe the snow had something to do with it. Maybe they were playing down to competition thinking that they knew what to do with it. No clue, but right now, it's not looking pretty. Going to be passing it again, taking off to run, looking to throw it to somebody. He's going to punch it over to Doc Boone, and he cannot hang on either. And that's going to be a drop there. 3rd and 8 coming. Everything going bad here for Charlotte. Gonna pass it again, looking for a man. Gonna launch this middle of the field and almost throws a pick. And the New York defense just playing ridiculous right now. Looks like Washington picked up Daniels. What's up, Mr. Nakua? How you living? Gonna be a carry there by Watson. He's gonna pick up those extra yards to get that century mark. Now he just needs to make sure he finishes strong. That way it stays that way. But the 3rd quarter is winding down. Shotgun set here. Gonna pass it again. Gonna throw it short. There goes Watson, who's gonna juke up, and he's gonna be a little short of the 1st down mark, but he got pretty close. Actually, they said he got it off that last spin. How's the offense been? The offense has been prolific. Big plays all the way through. Aaron Knights been running. The defense has been balling, as you can see. Handoff, there goes Watson, who's going to rumble forward to around the 45-yard line. And that should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And we'll go ahead and transition into the 4th quarter. You know what I'm saying? Throw your 4s up. And we'll go ahead and get into the giveaway. Watson had like a 60-yard crazy run for a touchdown. Most definitely, that was crazy. And he's going to try to do it again, but he's going to get the 1st down. And that'll give him 115 rushing yards here on the evening. 1st and 10 coming. First and 10 coming up. Hand off, big hole, sheds off one man, rumbling forward for another 1st down is Watson. Going to pick up 10. And this New York offense, they're a lot better than a lot of people expected. All they needed is some time. First and 10 coming up. Going to be a handoff here, pushing forward, gets pushed back there by Gabby Ice. Going to make it 2nd and 9 coming up. Got to see what the giveaway stuff is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit that spin the wheel button. Looks like we got 11 entries for this one. As you're gonna see the handoff pushing forward. There goes Watson again past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming, and it looks like the prize of the evening will be a twofer. It's gonna be fight against time. So similar to the one that Doc Boone got earlier this season, where you get essentially an extra season added on to your career before it auto retires. And then you also have 10 TPE. So big prize there for sure. Gotta love draft season. Oh, that's yeah, Aldrezi definitely got that too. And let's see who is going to get it. Is going to go to funny enough, Aldrezi, you win it again. So now that goes to you again. You obviously can't get another one. So you have the 10 TPE that's already on the actual giveaway, and then you can cash that one into 10 TPE. So that'll be total of that'll be a total of 20 TPE for you. So great job there, Aldrezi, getting the W today for the most part from what I'm seeing. And then they'll also come through with 20 extra TPE on top of it. That's why you got to watch the games. You got to watch all the games, not just your games. You got to make sure you get into the giveaway. Your player will get better just by winning, you know what I'm saying? But you got to give yourself an opportunity to make that happen, as that is going to be caught by Juice Parrish, and that's going to make it 3rd down coming up. Shotgun set here for Aaron Knight. Wants another touchdown. Why not? It's been working, but not that good. It's going to be Shabazz Holmes Harris making the play. And that's going to be 4th and 14. The defense of Charlotte comes through with another stop, and we'll see Potty. New England Patriots draft a 3rd straight quarterback, Drake May, as we're going to see a doink off the left side, and that'll give Charlotte some resemblance of life here. First and 10 coming up, going to be a fake of the handoff, looking to launch this left side, and going to be deflected again, as the defense of New York is not letting anything go down right now. They're just on another level tonight. Maybe it's the jerseys. Going to be a pass here. Looking for Doc Boone. Going to get past the 30. That's really about it. It's going to be a short gain of 1. 3rd and 9 coming up. Passing it with the screen, could not get it off to Doc, who had some room up front to turn up. That's going to make it 4th and 9. Got to assume that they go for it here, right? Going to be 4th and 9 here. Going to go ahead and pass this one left side. Tried the in and out route, rushed it, everything going wrong. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Going to be handing this one off, pushing forward, and going to go ahead and move inside the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up. I'm pretty sure a win by New York and a loss tomorrow by New Jersey eliminates the New Jersey. I'm pretty sure. Now that is a three-way tie. There's no way New Jersey can pass either of those 3 teams. as he's going to see a handoff here. Third and 1 coming up. Going to be a pass here from Aaron Knight, looking to throw it short, and it's going to be caught. Yes, it is. Mr. Juice Parrish knocking it down again. More clock coming off of the board, and New York is looking to get as much momentum as possible here in this ball game. Going to be tackled down. Second and 10 coming up, as Charlotte takes their second loss of the season for the most part. We're going to see Calvin Nakua rolling over, and he's going to pick up a touchdown. And there's a dagger if I ever seen one. New York, they says, I don't care if you got 11 wins or 1 win. We're just better than you. He said, well, we lost to Tampa twice, though, so yes. Kick is up. Kick is good. 31-3. I think a lot of people, if they would have said that the score would have been 31-3 when the game ends, I think a lot of people expected it would be Charlotte with the 31, but here we are here in the USFA where nothing is decided until the game is over. You know what I'm saying? Great job overall here from New York. From start to finish, they established a tone. They kept it moving. And honestly, you can't do any better than that. All over the field, Charlotte, well, they have some soul searching to do. I mean, this is definitely not a win. I mean, definitely not a loss that takes them out of the playoffs by any stretch of the imagination, right? But this is definitely a game that you know you should have had available for you when it was time. And you need the momentum going into the playoffs. You'll have a little time to wait on whoever plays you in the playoffs regardless, right? But it's definitely a game you came in thinking that you could win. New York had other plans, and you see right there the total yards, 397 to 115. Definitely not encouraging to see as they're going to try to screen there to Doc Boone, who's barely going to get past the 30, past the 35 to the 36. Got the GGs in the chat. New York is hyped. Put a little chink in the armor there of that Charlotte team, and a lot of people was wondering if these slow starts was going to go ahead and bite them one of these games. It didn't up until now, as we'll see another flag there for a false start, and that's been a big issue there tonight as well. Just too much movement there, a lot of penalties, and it hasn't really helped them out as they're going to try the screen, and this time Rye Hoglaw is going to secure a hat trick. Just a overall flawless game all the way through here from New York, and it gets better for them. Everyone on the New York sideline is loving every second of this. Hank Falco looking to get something cooking here. Gonna look for a man. They tried to screen again. Gonna turn up his Doc Boone. Gonna hurdle and get stuck right at the 35-yard line. No first down again. Gotta expect a punt. They're not gonna try to go for it on this particular situation. It's a 4-point game now at this point, right? No, it's almost there. It's close. Oh, it is a 4-point game. Yeah, it is a 4-point game. And a 4-score game, I should say. As we see Jake Parkey send this one away, looking for some more stats on the board. He's going to drop him at the 3. And that's going to make it a minute and 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thanks, homie, trying to turn this franchise around. We are working. I definitely see the work here for sure. Beating a team that's only lost 1 game this season. Putting that notch on your belt is definitely encouraging to see. Got to give props to New York. Make sure you show some love to them in the chat and in the Discord for the big W, even though they're not going to be making the playoffs. And I hate to keep harping on that, but games like this shows that they have playoff caliber offense and defense. Like, I remember the game that they played against Tampa Bay, like in the beginning of the season. They gave up 50 points, but they scored almost 40. Not a lot of teams in the season have put up 40 plus points or more than 30 points. So, like, there's that they could kind of lean on right there. They have the ability to make these particular jumps. It's just putting it all together, just like we seen here tonight. Putting it all in one game, 29 seconds left. They're going to go ahead and launch it short. There goes Juice, who's going to get stuck by the Love Doctor. And that should be how this game will close out. And we'll go ahead and talk about the final games here. Oh, actually, we're finished with the the triple header, right? We got to go into the games for tomorrow, as there is going to be one more punt, I believe. Just see if Potty could get more yards. I'm gonna see if I can show it real quick. See if I can get it back on there for you. And it looks like it's going to be returned by Popoko, trying to do something with it, and he'll take it past midfield. And that'll be how this game will end, as we'll talk about the games tomorrow. It's going to be Toronto at New Jersey, coming up on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then whenever that game ends, we're going to go ahead and transition to the final game of Friday. It's going to be Dallas at Arizona. So make sure you watch out for that. That's a big ball game for sure for Dallas, who's trying to fight back into the playoff realms. And outside of that, we could go ahead and get into the statistics. Everything went well with the game. A little stuttering there every now and then, but I think it's just the game isn't really optimized anymore. They're like stopping all the updates, and the server's not up. I think that's just a sign that it's getting a little dated. So we'll go ahead and keep moving into it. We'll go ahead into the stats. Final score 31-3 in favor of the New York Mafia. A great job there. Great upset victory. You see the total offense. That speaks volumes right there. 400 yards of offense, only allowing 127 yards. That's just ridiculous there by all phases of the field. Doubling the amount of first downs, just ridiculous right there. Good job there. Third down, they didn't do the greatest on third down, was New York, but they did a lot better than Charlotte. 2 for 13. Can't win football games if you can't convert on third downs. And you see right there the possession time. New York did lead it, but they're pretty even, I'd say. New York had a little bit more time. As we check into the stats here, Aaron Nike, a solid game for sure. Could have got that completion percentage up a little bit more, but all things considered in the snow, can't ask for too much better than that. 24 for 41, 260 yards, 3 TDs, no interceptions. A great game there for sure. Hank Falco on the other side, 18 for 32, 131 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. And honestly, Aaron Nike had a few passes that were kind of suspect, but outside of that, can't be too mad at it. Not a lot of big passes all the way around on either side. 29 there for Falco, 27 there for the longest pass there for Aaron Nike. Rushing wise, Rashad Watson, have yourself a day. 18 carries, 146 yards, 1 TD, averaging 8.1 yards a carry. Just ridiculous. Had that long carry earlier. Great job there from him. And Doc Boone, 10 for 29. They tried to give him the ball, just not too much he could really do. The defense of New York, it was on point every step of the way. Aaron Nike, 1 for 17, doing the thing. Bobby Boucher, 1 for 4. Hank Falco, 1 for 7. No fumbles on the game. And he did have that 71-yard carry, was Rashad Watson. So great job there. Starting with the receiving end, we'll talk about New York first. Looks like Juice Parrish and Kareem Washington led the way in catches with 6. Kareem Washington had 6 for 83 and a TD. Juice Parrish has 6 for 33 and a TD. Rashad Watson, 4 for 59. John Eldrezi, 3 for 17. Calvin Nakua, 3 for 53 and a TD. Angelo Roman, 2 for 15. Drop-wise, looks like Eldrezi and Washington each had 2 apiece. And the longest catch of the day goes to Watson there for that 27-yarder. And Nakua had a 26-yarder, and Kareem Washington had a 24-yarder. So a lot of big catches there for them. On the other side, the leading catcher will be Vic Dotson, 8 catches, 44 yards. Not a lot of ability to turn up and make plays on this game, but he still made a lot of catches there. That's going to help the totals for sure. Montezuma Popoko there with 4 for 32. Doc Boone, 4 for 21. Parker Howell, 1 for 5. And MJ Witten, 1 for 29. And it looks like drop-wise, MJ Witten had 2. Doc Boone had 1. And the longest catch goes to MJ Witten there for a 29-yarder. Defensive-wise, leading tackle will be Kenny Bombard, the strong safety, with 9. Giovanni Valentine, Jamal Adams Jr., and Lakota Sensawakua, each with 8. JC Judon goes with 7. John Smith there with 5. Bryce Zerns and Shabazz Holmes Harris, each with 3. Adam Lester, Parker Howell, and Gabriella Smith gets 2. Ja'Cory Dash, Chris Cook, and Keegan Terry gets 1, and I believe Todd Ziegler gets a pass deflection. We'll see in a little bit. JC Judon, the only tackle for loss here for Charlotte. 2 sacks there by Shabazz Holmes Harris, doing his thing. No INTs. Pass deflections, looks like 3 by Lester, Jamal Adams Jr., and Lakota Sensawakua there with 2. Kenny Bombard and JC Judon each get 1. Forced fumbles, none by them and none by here. Safeties or touchdowns, nothing here. So what did the big homie Todd Ziegler do? Why is he on the board? Okay, so I guess he was in the game. He didn't get any stats, so that kind of confused me there. But it's all good. We're going to keep it moving. The leading tackler here for New York will be Mr. Gunny McGuire, GMG, with 11 tackles. Rye Hoglaw, he killed it today. 8 tackles at the defensive tackle spot. Just ridiculous. Looking real nice. Brendan Gaucher and Josh Hess with 5. Dexter Jackson, Kingston Ali, Ricardo Lopez, and Tommy Guns each with 4. And you see Ricardo Lopez doing his thing right there. He's the former Charlotte Royal, getting the victory with his new team. You know what I'm saying? Buster Mack and C.A. Jr. coming through with 3 tackles. I said 3 tackles. Drake Babineau, Rose O'Neal, and the bot player gets 2. And then looks like Grady Wilson and Andy Newsom in the game with 1 tackle. C.A. Jr., Rye Hoglaw, Gunny McGuire each get 2 tackles for loss. Buster Mack gets 1. Looks like sack-wise, they had 6 total. Rye Hoglaw gets half of them with 3. Brendan Gaucher, matching his jersey number, he's going to pick up 2 sacks. And Tommy Gunn's going to pick up 1. Doing his thing. No INTs on either side today. Expected a couple at least, but a lot of dropped INTs there. But Josh Hess and Ricardo Lopez each get 2. Tommy Guns and C.A. Jr. gets 1. No fumbles, blocks, safeties, or touchdowns or anything like that. Kicking wise, looks like Jake Parkey, perfect on the day, but only had 1 attempt there for 1 field goal, and he's going to bring in 3 points. Potty misses 2 field goals, so that's going to hurt his average a little bit, but he's going to finish the game with 7 points. And he did miss 2 field goals, unfortunate, but it is what it is. A lot of punting in this game. We see right there 14 total punts, and it looks like they both average over 50 due to it, so can't be too mad at that. Kick return, Montezuma Popoko, 2 for 48. John Eldrezi, 1 for 21. Punt return, Montezuma Popoko, averaging 9, almost 10 there on the punt returns. John Eldrezi averaged 7 and some change. And then going into the scoring summary, we're going to go and start out with the potty field goal, 27 yards out. Then in the second quarter, Kareem Washington gets a touchdown to make it 10-0. Then they got Jake Parkey on the other side right before the end of the first half. He's going to close out the first half with some points, make it 10-3 going into the third quarter. And then it was all New York at this point. A Rashad Watson 71-yard touchdown run. And then the Juice Parrish reception for a touchdown in the third. And then they closed out with the final nail in the coffin, a Calvin Nakua 16-yard reception. And that'll be all she wrote in this one, 31-3. New York gets the upset And we got to go ahead and continue on. We still got 2 more games here. Well, actually 2 more coming up tomorrow, I should say. Is going to be Toronto at New Jersey, the battle of the last expansion teams that came into the league. Going to be a fun ride on YouTube. Make sure you watch out for that, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll close out Friday action there with the Dallas at Arizona matchup. Dallas needs the victory to stay in the playoff race. Arizona in a similar position as Charlotte that we seen tonight, but will they falter similar to what Charlotte did? We'll have to figure out then, and we'll go ahead and talk to you later. Stay safe, everybody. Hope your team drafts well. Hit me up in the chat.